Yeah. I like my tea strong and bitter, just like my women. Okay, top 50 Christmas movies, guys. Get ready. Did Donna already dip out, or is she still in there? She says, Donna says, I'm crabby. I'm crabby. You know, I had a girlfriend who was really cute. She would cheer me up back in the day. And whenever I was crabby, she'd start going like this. And I go, what are you doing? What are you doing? She says, I'm picking the crab apples off you. Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So turn that frown upside down. Let's get to the top 50 Christmas movies of all time. Well, I'm rattling these off. I want you guys in the chat to let me know if you've seen these movies. What do you think? And the more we progress in the list, maybe you guys can chime in on some movies you think should have been on that list. Okay, 50. Frosty the Snowman, 1969. Actually, that's pretty good. I've seen that. That's starring Jimmy Durante and Jackie Vernon and Paul Frees. That's a classic. That's a classic. I can't argue with that. Number 49. Number 49. Mickey's Christmas Carol. Haven't seen it, but it's from 1983. Early 80s Disney style. With voice actors like Alan Young and Hal Smith. Jason Huffman coming in, helping to keep the lights on over here. $10 super chat. At a red light. Good time to super chat. I agree, sir. Thank you. And green light, go punch it, pair. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you. Slide Edge coming with a $2 super chat. Strong and bitter. Yes, indeed. Okay. I don't know if that's a real Chris Crypto or not, but it might be. What if Doge 1 mission is successful, but has no effect on Doge price, just like the 420 event with Slim Jim and SNL event? Do you think we'll have our hopes up high for a reason? Look, I do think that that's a valid question. And this is something I've cautioned about repeatedly in the past. And I guess how I would address that now is, I think it's important not to put any specific dates on things. I think all of the things that are coming together for Dogecoin, specifically throughout the first quarter of 2022, is this. I think all of these things accumulatively are going to create an environment and a cocktail, if you will, a perfect storm, if you will, that's going to cause very positive conditions for Dogecoin to finally ascend and get things where we need it to go. But I would caution against specific event days, particularly when you have when it involves a project with as large of a market cap like Dogecoin, let alone a small market cap. We actually saw a great example of how that absolutely had devastating effects on a small market cap, putting a lot of pressure on a particular event, a particular date, with Tiger King coin. So Tiger King coin, there are tons of expectation in relation to the launch date specifically of the Tiger King season 2 on Netflix. And then once people, and it doesn't even have to do that poorly. That's the thing. It can still look somewhat bullish on that opening day or that special event day. And it doesn't even matter, because if enough people are or have their expectations really high for things to go parabolic, and it's performing any less than that, you're going to get a lot of panic selling. And I think that's really what was the main downfall of Tiger King. Now, I did read a statement from the development team, and they're rebranding, they're refocusing, they have new goals, and some new utility that they're launching that sounds interesting. I don't promote Tiger King. I never told people to invest in it or not. I don't feel comfortable doing that. But I will say that project's an interesting experiment. It's an interesting experiment, and it'll be interesting to see if it can recover. Sliding Edge coming in with a $5 make you holler. Percentage of Doge holders buy, hold, keep acquiring, hold masters to the moon. I love it. Thank you so much. Love Doge and the channel away. Appreciate your feedback. You bet, Chris. No worries. A percentage of Doge holders buy, hold, keep acquired, hold masters to the moon. I guess I read that twice. A super chat so nice, you gotta read it twice. Thank you so much, Slide and Edge. Appreciate you. Let's go to the next movie before we went on that tangent. The 48th best Christmas movie on this list, and I'm going to have to take contention with this for obvious reason. It's The Night Before, which I have seen, and it stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which is fine, and Anthony Mackie, which is fine, and Seth Rogen. I can't stand Seth Rogen anymore. Not that I was ever a huge fan, but I especially can't stand him now. And I don't want to see him in another Christmas movie for the rest of my life. All the guy does, it's just the same shtick over and over again.
Weed, bro. Dude, weed, bro.
Like, okay. So, I've seen The Night Before. I wouldn't say it's terrible. It's okay, but I don't think it belongs on the top 50. Just my opinion. Crypto Leprechaun, what's up, Steele? FYI, I voted for you for influencer who is most engaging and responsive to its members. I don't think you ever have not answered any of my questions. Oh, awesome. I didn't even know there was such a poll out there. But for those of you who may have voted for me in that, I just want to give you a thank you. Yeah, Santa Inc. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's keep moving, guys. Oh, Seth Rogen. I don't know who's gotten more annoying, Seth Rogen or Sarah Silverman. Actually, believe it or not, Sarah Silverman actually used to be incredibly funny earlier on in her career. She had this show right out of the gate called The Sarah Silverman Show, which was very irreverent and very funny. And she just turned into this, I don't know, this really judgmental, like Karen grandma or something. Let's see. The Ref. 1994, starring Dennis Leary. Well, I like Dennis Leary. Kevin Spacey's in it. I don't know what to make of Kevin Spacey these days. I feel like he's one of those people you don't want to speak very badly about if you're in the public eye, if you know what I mean. So, I love Kevin Spacey. Yeah. Anyway, no, I genuinely like Dennis Leary, very quintessential 90s actor, right? Is that guy still ticking, by the way? I know I've seen The Ref, but I'm not recalling it. Golden Grease are celebrating 6 months of membership. I love Doge. You rock, Steven. Hey, appreciate the all caps. Appreciate the 6 months of continuing membership. By the way, I'll take this opportunity to plug membership. You can become a member for as little as $4 a month. Guys, it's like the limbo. I can't go any lower than that. I think you get a lot of value for just $1 a week. And then there's 3 different tiers of membership there. Just another added way you can support. You get some members-only content as well. And all those nifty badges and emojis. Who doesn't love that stuff? So just hit join below this video and you become a member. Would love to have... if anyone's not a member in here, consider it. Let's get to the next one. Number 46, guys. I better pick up the pace. This is a long list. I mean, 50 is a lot, isn't it, folks? This could get to be a very long show, especially if in between everyone I'm doing, like, tangents, right? Let's see. All right, guys. Number 46, The Santa Claus. 1994, starring Tim Allen and Judge Reinhold, two guys I love. You know, some people, you can make the argument that Tim Allen is a bit too cheesy, a bit too corny, but I think it's all in good, wholesome fun. And guys, frankly, we could use some more wholesome entertainment compared to the things that have been going on out there. Particularly when it comes to Christmas movies, right? We need to keep some wholesome entertainment there. So I endorse The Santa Claus from 1994 being in the top 50 list. Golden Greaser, again, thank you for the $5 super sticker with some hi-ya karate. I love it. Number 45, Lego Star Wars Holiday Special. Haven't seen it. 2020. What do you guys think? Abstractus Artemis, good to see in the mix, says, I used to love the Santa Claus when I was a kid. What happened? Did you lose your Christmas spirit, sir? Sliding Edge coming in with a $5 make you holler. Secret Squirrel Confession, 2 805s, 2 Jack and Cokes, and 2 margaritas, 2 gin and tonics. This is quite the order. And 3 glass of wine, still Steele. YouTube is best money spent. I love it. Sliding Edge is partying like a rock star tonight. It's got the stream going on as well. That's the super combo, isn't it? Super combo. So I love when people send me pictures of them watching my stream. They DM them to me. When you see it on the big flat screen, my mug on the big flat screen, it looks wild to me. But I love seeing that stuff. But I haven't seen. I gotta see that. I like Lego. I do like the Lego kind of stuff, so maybe I'd like it. Maybe I'd like it. Number 44, 2014's Happy Christmas. No idea. Starring Anna Kendrick. To me, this sounds like, oh, Lena Dunham's in it. Anna Kendrick's cute, though. She's a cutie. Nothing against Lena Dunham, just not my kind of personality. So, sorry, I haven't seen it. Don't plan on it. Pass for me. Don't think it belongs in the top 50. No disrespect, Lena. Merry Christmas coming in at number 43, 2005, starring Diane Kruger. Gary Lewis, has anyone seen this? Synopsis: with the advent of World War I, Europe is thrown into a brutal and vicious chaos as men are forced blah 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 around the holiday season. Anyone seen this? It looks like it could be good. Number 42, I have seen The Muppet Christmas Carol, 1992. Muppets perform the classic Dickens holiday tale, with Kermit the Frog playing Bob Cratchit. Starring Michael Caine. Well, we gotta love Michael Caine. An English classic, an English gent. Silent Night, Deadly Night isn't in the list. I know that movie, Frank. It's very good. I love Silent Night, Deadly Night. White Christmas, the classic, coming in with from 1954, number 41, starring Bing Crosby, Rosemary Clooney. You can't argue with that. Of course it belongs in the top 50. Let It Snow, 2019, coming in at number 40. I feel like I've seen this. It looks like a Netflix-generated movie. I feel like it probably sucks. It probably sucks. Anyone seen this? Let It Snow, 2019. It looks like it sucks. Correct me if I'm wrong. My instincts are telling me, get it out of here. It doesn't belong in the top 50. Number 39, A Christmas Horror Story. I have seen this, actually. 2015. Starring William Shatner. George Buza. Directed by Grant Harvey. I say 2 thumbs up, way up. I love A Christmas Horror Story. I love William Shatner. I love the Shatner. And I love mixing suspense and horror with Christmas themes. 2 thumbs up, way up for A Christmas Horror Story. 2015 definitely belongs on the top 50. Number 38, folks, we're moving on up. While You Were Sleeping, 1995, starring Sandra Bullock and Bill Pullman, Peter Gallagher, and Peter Boyle. You know, this is just a personal thing. I'm not going to come down too hard on one side or the other. It's a rom-com. What do you want? It's a rom-com. It's a feel-good rom-com. That's either going to sit with you or not. So I'm going to reserve from making a judgment out of having that film in the top 50. I'm going to take the pilot. I'm just going to wipe my hands of that one. I could see people liking or not liking that one. I don't think there's any right answer to that. Number 37, folks. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Gremlins, of course. Yes, I love Gremlins. As we make our way up the list, we'll see if it's on it, folks. We'll see if it's on it, so hang in there, hang in there. By the way, if you haven't hit like on this stream, be sure you do that. Be sure you do that. And it's the number one thing you can do to help reach more people, so. Okay, I think I'm caught up to what you guys are talking about in the chat, but I will keep checking it. Number 37, Anna and the Apocalypse, 2017. And the Apocalypse finds fresh brains and a lot of heart in a crowded zombie genre. Not to mention a fun genre mashed up by rootable characters. So it's a Christmas zombie movie. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Has anyone in the chat seen Anna and the Apocalypse from 2017? I can't make a judgment call on it either way. On its face, it sounds like something I'd quite like. I like zombies. I like Christmas. On its face, I should like it. But let me know. Number 36, A Charlie Brown Christmas, 1965. 1965. What do you say, folks? What do you say? A Charlie Brown Christmas. Definitely belongs. My only contention is I feel like it should be even higher up on the list. The classic Peanuts cartoons are awesome. The music, the presentation, the vibe, everything's just cool and groovy, right? So my only contention with the Charlie Brown Christmas is that it's down to number 36. I feel like it should be in the top 20. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Number 35, coming in, starring none other than Billy Bob Thornton. It is a Bad Santa. Bad Santa, of course. I think it's well deserved. I like Bad Santa. It's funny, gloriously rude, and gleefully offensive. It belongs on the top 50. To me, that's a no-brainer. I wouldn't say it probably belongs much higher than 35, but I think it's, it's crude, lewd, dark comedy. So just keep that in mind. If you're not up for that, definitely not for the kids, by the way. Definitely not for the kids. But definitely a few memorable scenes and classic lines in that one, which we will not repeat on this program. Number 34 coming in is Batman Returns. This is interesting. Very interesting. I've never considered this to be a Christmas movie, although the plot does take place around the Christmas season. It never occurred to me. And I say this as a big fan of the movie. I'm all for it. I'm all for it being there. Have you guys seen Batman Returns? 1992, starring Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. I gotta tell you, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman is... I mean, she does... Not only... I mean, she's gorgeous. That goes without saying. But her performance and her acting prowess is phenomenal. Just phenomenal in that film. So, yeah, I'm all for it. Let's see what's going on in the... Corey says Bad Santa should be in the top 10. It's definitely some Bad Santa action here. My super chat won't work, says Donna. Well, that stinks. I don't know how to help. I wish I could help you, Donna. My rent and bills wish I could help you. Okay, let's keep going. Number 33, The Bishop's Wife, 1947. I haven't seen it. Starring Cary Grant, Loretta Young. I've seen a lot of Cary Grant movies. I've never seen The Bishop's Wife, I don't believe. Very highly rated, number 33. I mean, what are you going to say? It's 1940s film starring Cary Grant. Without me seeing it, I will say it deserves to be where it's at. It deserves to be in the top Christmas movies. I think I can safely say that, given just the fact that it was made in the 40s with Cary Grant. Trading Places coming in 1983, starring Bill Murray. I mean, not Bill Murray. Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, and Ralph Bellamy. Number 32. Again, didn't consider this a Christmas movie, but it does technically kind of take place around that time of year. I love the movie, so I'm not going to kick it off. I'm not going to say it doesn't deserve to be there. It's a hilarious movie from two hilarious, talented men. With a great director, John Landis, by the way. Great quintessential director of the 1980s. So I love Trading Places. Have you guys seen Trading Places? Zombie Doge Armor says, I agree Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. Well, there you have it, folks. There you have it. Zombie Doge Army also coming in with a $4 super chat, offering a nice Shiba Inu with a bow with a bone, a bowed bone. Thank you for that, Zombie Doge Army. Appreciate you. Yeah, Trading Places is awesome. Great soundtrack too, by the way. Number 31, March of the Wooden Soldiers, 1934. I think it's safe to say most of us haven't seen this. Starring Stan Laurel and Hardy. That's who's in it, folks. That's who's in it. Haven't seen it. Don't feel comfortable commenting on it. I've heard of it. I know it's critically acclaimed. Actually, I have seen parts of it as a kid. But when you're a kid and you're watching a movie from the 30s, it doesn't quite keep your interest no matter how good it is. But I'm sure if I watched it now, it would resonate even more and I'd be able to appreciate its brilliance. And knowing what I do know about it, I'd say it's well-deserved to be on the top 40. So, yeah. Christmas in Connecticut, 1945, starring Barbara Stanwyck. Mr. Stanwyck! Can anyone tell me what that line's from? What movie? Dennis Morgan, Sidney Greenstreet, directed by Peter Godfrey. I have seen parts of this, but I don't recall. It's about a war hero who grows familiar with the this diary of the... anyway, whatever. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I have to rewatch it, though, because it's a little bit foggy. Number 29, 1951's Christmas Carol, starring Alistair Sim, Kathleen Harrison, Marvin Jones, directed by Brian Desmond Hurst. I think most of us have seen that one, right? Most of us have seen A Christmas Carol. Would say it belongs exactly where it is. It deserves to be there, right? Corey, he's like, where is Home Alone? I'm kind of wondering the same thing, but keep in mind, folks, stay tuned, stay involved. We're still, we just pierced the top 30. So it could still be on the list. It could still be way up there. In fact, for all we know, Home Alone could be in the top 10. Okay, going to number. Get ready, folks. Number 28. You want it, you asked for it, you love it, we all love it. It's an American classic and certifiably a Christmas movie, no matter what they say. It's 1984's Gremlins. Gremlins starring Zach Galligan. Directed by Joe Dante. Brilliant movie, fantastic movie, a lot of fun. I would actually classify this as a kid's movie too. I mean, not that you want to have your toddlers exposed to it necessarily, but, 8 and up, maybe 10 and up. If you want to be on the cautious side, Gremlins, fun movie, great family movie. Gremlins in 3D, I bet it's a lot of fun. I'm sure they make it. Gremlins, absolutely 110% belongs in the top 30. No doubt about it. Let's see here. Let's see, Christmas Tale coming in with 2008. This seems like a chick flick to me. Christmas Tale coming in at 27, starring Catherine Deneuve. Hold on, I have to take this call. Yeah, I'm unlocking it. I'm live, but I am unlocking it, okay, right now. Sorry, guys. Just pause the interruption. I just have to take care of something very quickly on my phone. Just stay dialed in. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen and ladies. So what movies haven't I talked about that you want to see on there still, guys? Which movies are you still wanting to see? Which ones, folks? Okay, I'm almost done here. Got one more thing to do very, very quickly. Okay, we are all good. We're all good in the hood. Where do we leave off? Christmas Tale 2008. Anyone see this with Catherine Deneuve? Actually, isn't she like a... Yeah, she's a classic French actress, isn't she? Jean Paul, with a French last name I can't pronounce. So this is a French film. A sharp black comedy about a chaotic family holiday gathering. Okay, I take it back. This doesn't look like a chick flick. Just the packaging and the graphic design of the layout and the poster. It reminded me of like one of those made for a Hallmark Christmas movies, which can be amusingly atrocious, mind you. So I haven't seen it, but I bet I would like it. I like dark comedies. I have an appreciation for French cinema. I like Catherine Deneuve, so yeah, I would say it belongs where it is. I won't mess with it. Number 26, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think it is? You know it. You love it. It's an American classic. It's none other than the capital E, capital L, capital L, F. It is Elf, starring Will Ferrell, James Caan, and Bob Newhart. Bob Newhart, by the way, brilliant man. Brilliant comedic timing. He just knows how to do it. He just knows how to bring it, doesn't he? So Elf, can't argue with that. You know they actually make an Elf cereal? They actually make an Elf cereal now, because of course they do. It's maple flavored. It's got a bunch of high fructose sugar, artificial flavors, and a bunch of crap like that. Yes. Okay, so Elf definitely belongs where it is. In fact, you could probably make a good argument that Elf should be in the top 20, frankly. I think 26 is a bit modest. And that was actually directed by Jon Favreau. If that name sounds familiar to you, he started off as more of an actor. Really good actor. My favorite movie that Jon Favreau was in was from the early 90s, Swingers, with Vince Vaughn. One of Vince Vaughn's first roles. He starred in that with John. Swingers holds up really well. I mean, it's definitively 90s, you can tell, and stylistically, vibe-wise. But I'm saying as far as the quality of film, it's kind of like an extended love story of sorts, a coming-of-age love story. But a really funny one as well. Really good movie. Swingers really holds up the test of time. Donna Tabuki finally worked it out. $5 super chat. Test! Apple sucks. I don't know what hurdles that you are finding yourself up against, Donna, but it looks like you're getting it sorted, so I'm happy. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that you're progressing over there. Number 25, folks, The Man Who Invented Christmas, 2017. Author Charles Dickens finds himself in financial trouble after writing 3 unsuccessful novels in a row. I've seen the trailer to this. It looks like a classic extrapolation on the classic Dickens movie. I can't comment on it. Has anyone seen this? I can't say if it should belong in the top 25 or not. The Man Who Invented Christmas. Maybe it's like it looks like kind of like a story about the life of Charles Dickens from start to finish. So I can't speak to it either way. Number 24, White Reindeer, 2013, starring Anna Margaret Holliman. Kind of looks like an indie-ish kind of movie, I would say. Susanna struggles to put her life together after a tragedy at Christmas time. Blah, blah, blah. I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard of it. But it looks kind of like an indie vibe kind of movie. Number 23, Tokyo Godfathers, 2003. Beautiful and substantive Tokyo Godfathers adds a moving and somewhat unconventional entry to the animated Christmas canon. This actually looks interesting. I would check this out. Middle-aged alcoholic Jin, that's his name, ironically. Teenage runaway. So it's a Japanese film, Japanese animation during Christmas time. 2003. Anyone see this? Whatever's going on in the chat, Angela or whatever, just everyone be cool. We're talking about Christmas movies. Just relax. We're talking about Christmas movies. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, 2005, directed by Shane Black, starring Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer. This is pretty amusing. I never in a million years considered it to be a Christmas movie, but I think it's an amusing film. I think it's pretty well done. A little cheesy, in my opinion, but still a good kind of eclectic neo-noir homage. So it's definitely a kind of a self-aware movie. I do remember seeing this a couple times. What do you guys think? Do you think Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, do you consider a Christmas movie? Do you think that it belongs in number 22? I'm not sure. I like the movie. I just don't know if it belongs on the list, particularly that high up in the list. I'm not sure. Number 21, Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale, 2010. I never heard of this. Rare Exports is an unexpectedly delightful crossbreed of deadpan comedy and Christmas horror. I'm already in. You mix Christmas with horror, I'm probably going to like it. Even if it's bad, I'm still going to think it's good. Just like pizza. directed by a name I can't pronounce. Okay, so I'm not going to take judgment on rare exports, but I am going to put a feather in the cap, and I'm going to watch that one this season. Ernest Saves Christmas. I agree. Ernest should be in there. I feel like film critics wouldn't put Ernest in there. I think they'd be too snobby to put Ernest Saves Christmas in there. But we still got 20 to go. We are getting into the top 20, folks. Fasten your seatbelts. We are about to get into the top 20. We started at 50. Now we're getting to the top 20, folks. Who will be in the top 20? Let's start it off. Number 20, Better Watch Out, 2016, carried by a charismatic young cast. Better Watch Out is an adorably sinister holiday horror film. I'm in. Again, I'm in. Holiday horror, I'm in. That's just me, personal taste. It is what it is. I'm in. Does it belong in another 20? I don't know. Never seen it. But I love holiday horror as a genre, so I'm not going to fight about it either. Number 19, Jingle, Jangle, A Christmas Journey, 2020. No idea. Looks like very much a targeted to kids movie. Starring Forrest Whitaker. Well, we love Forrest Whitaker, right? He's a very likable guy. Keegan-Michael Key and Hugh Bonneville, Annika Noni Rose. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you seen Jingle Jangle? To me, it seems like a stretch to put this at number 19. Not so sure what to make of it. It describes itself as a Christmas journey celebrating the Yuletide season with a holiday adventure whose exuberant spirit is matched by its uplifting message. Seems like, even for me, that sounds a little too just like ambiguously cliche. I don't know. It's got a super high rating at number 19. Anyone seen Jingle Jangle? I don't know. I'm leaning get it out of there. I'm leaning get it out of there. It shouldn't be on top 20. Someone's saying the chart's frozen. Is someone actually concerned about the value of Bitcoin right now? Hold on. Oh, hold on. I'll refresh it. Bitcoin's, it's actually made some strides since we've been going through this list. Nice big green candle up there. We'll put a close-up on it for you folks, just so you know you are looking at a 5-minute chart. So who knows? Maybe we can ascend and pierce through 50K while we're on there. Wouldn't that be something? Call it the Steele effect. Call it what it is, guys. We'll see where it ends up. Donna Tabuki coming with a $20 super chat. Third time's the charm. Charming. I love it. Thank you for keeping the lights on over here at the one-bedroom apartment. Donna Tabuki, love you, appreciate you. You know I do. There was an Ernest movie that had trolls in it, Alan said, that it scared the crap out of me as a kid. Isn't Jingle Jangle the drug on Riverdale? That's funny. I don't know, but that sounds funny. I'd say Jingle Jangle, get it out of there. It doesn't belong in the top 20. I'm gonna make that call. Number 18, 1983's A Christmas Story, starring Peter Billingsley, Darren McGavin, Melinda Dillon, directed by Bob Clark. Both warmingly nostalgic and darkly humorous, A Christmas Story deserves its status as a holiday perennial. I totally agree. A Christmas Story, 110% deserves to be on the top 20. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Anybody who feels otherwise, I don't know how you could argue otherwise. It's so good for so many reasons. Christmas Story, we love it. We want some more of it. Totally deserved. Christmas Story from 1983, top 20 for sure. Top 20 material for sure. Number 1994, the 1994 rendition of Little Women comes in at 17. I'm familiar with the story. I've seen it in playhouses. I've seen it on the stage. And I know it's going to rub some people the wrong way. It's just me. Maybe it's because I'm like such a dude. Well, this, by the way, the 1994 version starring Winona Ryder, Gabriel Byrne, Samantha Mathis. I had a friend that hung out with Winona Ryder for about a month. And she stopped seeing him because she said he was too cynical and bitter. Which I think is, to her credit, I think that was fair, actually, now that I think about him. Anyway, Little Women, 1994, top 20 Christmas movie. I'm leaning no. I'm leaning no. At the risk of offending a few of you guys, let's pull it out of there. I can think of many more movies that should be on the top 20 Christmas movies of all time than 1994's rendition of Little Women. Now, let's get to a great film, because I don't need to rewatch the 1994 of Little Women to know that it doesn't belong on the top 20 Christmas movies of all time. Come on, Rotten Tomatoes, get it out of there. Now, a movie that definitely deserves to be where it is on the top 20. It is none other than Tim Burton's legendary, speaking of Winona Ryder again, by the way, with nothing against her, phenomenal actress, still doing great things, Stranger Things, etc. Edward Scissorhands, 1990, coming in at 16. Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder, Diane Weist, Anthony Michael Hall. Tim Burton directed. Brilliant soundtrack as well. Fantastic, phenomenal movie. And I would put it in a Christmas category. I think that's fair. Brilliant film in so many regards. Definitely belongs in the top 20. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Abstractus Artemis, thanks for joining me tonight. Good to see you, my friend. Hector the Dude, when he licks the frozen pole and gets his tongue stuck. it's so good, isn't it? It's so good. Don Tabuki has has a Johnny Depp affinity, we should say. So, along with, I think, most of the female population on this planet, to be fair. Happiest Season coming in at number 15 from 2020, starring Kristen Stewart, Mackenzie Davis, Mary Steenburgen, and Victor Garber. Haven't seen it. I'm looking at it. I'm reading the consensus and the synopsis, and I just don't care. I just don't care. It just sounds very pedestrian and very in line with something that would be made for Hulu, and that's what it was. It's a Hulu production. Already, that's a red flag. Hulu production in the top 20 Christmas movies. Get it out of there. I don't need to read anything else. No Hulu production belongs in the top 20 best Christmas movies of all time. Ixnay, no way, no go. Number 14, one that certainly deserves to be in the top 20. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the claymation stop-and-motion classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 1964, a pinnacle of aesthetic taste and culture in Americana life, early mid-60s. Gotta love it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a Yuletide gem that bursts with eye-popping iconography, a spirited soundtrack, and a warm, heartwarming celebration of difference. I agree. This is very well done. Burl Ives, Larry Mann, Billy May Richards, Paul Soles, directed by Maury Laws and Larry Romer. Well done all around. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the original 1965 claymation classic, definitely belongs in the top 20. What do you guys say? What's going on in the chat? Nightmare Before Christmas, a few people are saying, why is it in here? What's going on? Well, guys, we still have 13 to go. It could be in there, Corey. So hold on to your Hooters, guys, because we are going to get down to the final 13. What do you think will be in the final 13? Alvin's wondering, where in the world is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? I'm asking myself the same thing. We've gone through 50 of these. Well, actually, technically, we've gone through 35 of these, 37 of these already, and Chevy Chase isn't to be found. What's going on in the world of Rotten Tomatoes? Don't know, folks. Don't know. I do think it belongs here for the record. Let's get down to it, guys. Number 13 is Claus. Claus 2019. Beautiful hand-drawn animation and a humorous, heartwarming narrative makes Claus an instant candidate for holiday classic status. Starring Jason Schwartzman, J.K. Simmons, Rashida Jones, and Will Sasso, directed by Sergio Pablos. I haven't seen it. I kind of had it bookmarked as I was scrolling through Netflix the other day. I don't know. I can't... I feel like it's probably good, but not like number 13 good. I'm going to go ahead and say that. I bet you it's good, but I think it needs to be like, come on, let's not get carried away. I haven't even seen it, but I feel like Klaus needs to slide back and just he needs to calm it down a bit. You need to slide it back to about 29 or 30. Number 13, I don't know. When you think about every Christmas movie ever made, That's a pretty bold rating. Number 12, Arthur Christmas 2011. Haven't seen it. What's going on in the world? Are these really the best Christmas movies of all time that I haven't seen? Arthur Christmas? Klaus? Mary in New York coming up with $5 super chat. Thank you for your continued support, Mary. We always love to have you in the mix. We love Mary. Have you ever deleted my chats? No. Donna, no one has ever deleted your chats here. So many times if there's a message that's retracted in the mix, that has nothing to do with my mods or me. Sometimes YouTube will automatically do that for various reasons. I don't know why. I don't know what sets it off. But I think I'm caught up on super chats, right? Anybody know if Rob Zombie made any Christmas movies? I don't know. I feel like I would definitely be down to see him if he did, though. Let's get to the next one, guys. We're almost to the top 10 Christmas movies of all time. Are you guys excited? Is the excitement just out of control right now? Aren't you on the edge of your seats? No. I think half of you are probably laying on your sofas or in bed, looking at your phones like this, seeing Steven Steele is really excited about counting down the top 50 Christmas movies. What's going on? Number 11, Take It to Heaven, 110% deserved. It is Die Hard, the original, D-I-E-H-A-R-D, starring none other than Bruce Willis, directed by John McTiernan. There's always the timeless debate, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Is it not? There's no question. There's no doubt about it. There's no bout about it. It qualifies. It qualifies. Even by some technical rules, maybe it doesn't. It's wavered in. It's grandfathered in. Die Hard is a Christmas American classic. Fully deserved. Fully deserved at number 11. Absolutely. Number 10. Tangerine 2015. Starring Katina Kiki Rodriguez. After hearing that her boyfriend/pimp cheated on her while he was in jail, a hooker and her best friend set on an adventure. Now it's making me click away. It's just too much. I really don't want to know the synopsis of this that bad. Take me back to this home screen. I'm good. Have anyone seen Tangerine? I'm not saying it's bad. I just haven't seen it. It describes itself as an old-fashioned comedy at heart. I'm not seeing anything that's Christmas-esque about it. Not in its synopsis, certainly not in its aesthetics. Number 10, really? Really, number 10? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me see if anyone has seen this in the chat. Super excited. That's what I love to hear. Okay, number 9. Let's keep it moving, guys. Keep it moving. I'm just keeping you in suspense right now. Number 9 is Carol. 2015. Teresa Billeve spots the beautiful, elegant Carol pursuing the doll displays in a 1950s Manhattan department store starring Cate Blanchett and Rooney Mara. Great movie. It just clicked. I have seen this. It's good. The aesthetics takes place in the 1950s Americana, made in 2015. The cast was pretty good. Cate Blanchett does a great job. Rooney Mara does a great job. Sarah Paulson as well. Directed by Todd Haynes, something like that. Anyway, great movie. Does it belong at number 9? I don't know. I feel like it doesn't belong at number 9, but we'll give it a pass. We'll give it a hall pass, because I do think it is a well-done movie. I wouldn't have put it at number 9, but I think it's well done. Number 8, Meet Me in St. Louis, 1944. Have seen it. Great film. Judy Garland, Margaret O'Brien. Christmas classic, 110%. Definitely deserves to be there. A holiday treat for all ages. Yeah, can't argue with it. I love it. Number 7, 2019's Little Women. What? In the word of Little John, what? We've got 2 versions of Little Women in the top 20? What's going on in the world? I disavow. This is madness. I haven't seen this version. I don't care. There's 2 modern renditions of Little Women in the top 20. Am I the only person that finds this rather myth? Are you miffed? Are you rather miffed like I am, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on? Disavow. Doesn't belong there. Get it out. Pull it. Number 6. Number 6, guys. 1993. Starring Danny Elfman, Chris Sarandon, Catherine O'Hara, and William Hickey. That's right, folks. You know it. You love it. It deserves to be there. The Nightmare Before Christmas. The misadventures of Jack Skellington, Halloween's beloved Pumpkin King, has become bored with the same annual holiday and wants to spice things up. And boy, do they. A stunningly original and visually delightful stop-motion animation. Totally deserves to be there. Gives it the Steele of approval. You see what I did there? The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993, definitely belongs at number 6. 110%. Number 5 coming in, guys. Are you ready for this one? 1967. Directed by Chuck Jones. This made-for-TV Christmas classic special was based on a Dr. Seuss book. And it's about a Christmas-hating Grinch. That's right, guys. It's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. 1967. Totally deserves to be there. I give it, again, the Steele of approval. The classic original version of it, 1967. It's great. It's got the great vibe. It's got the, I don't know, something about the animation specials of the 1960s is particularly beautiful. Particularly beautiful. So I give 2 thumbs up for number 5 there. This list is rigged, Mama Crypto said. Chris says, speaking of disavows, where's Randall disavows? He's usually in the chat around this time saying very weird personal things through Superchat. we love Josh Randall disavows. I don't know. I tagged him in the show. He didn't make it tonight. But yeah, he's a character, man. He definitely keeps it spicy. Number 4, The Shop Around the Corner, 1940. Starring Margaret Sullivan, James Stewart, Frank Morgan. Haven't seen it, but can't talk smack about it. I really can't. I mean, it's starring James Stewart, you guys, from 1940. It's probably an Americana classic. The aesthetics look awesome. I've definitely heard of the movie. I haven't sat through it. Can't talk smack about it. Probably deserves to be there. But at the same time, I'm thinking about other things I think should be there as well, as we're down to the top 3 on the Rotten Tomatoes list of 50 best Christmas movies of all time, guys. We're down to 3. Number 3, Holiday Inn, 1942, starring Bing Crosby, Fred Astaire. Of course, it belongs to be there. I can't argue with that. I have seen this film. It's just a brilliant piece, a brilliant slice of holiday history, folks. I give Holiday Inn, 1942, coming at number 3, the Steele of approval. It floats with me. Number 2 is not going to come as any surprise. Frankly, the last 2 are not going to come. Well, the last one might surprise you, just to put you on a cliff note, folks. But number 2, Miracle on 34th Street, 1947, starring Maureen O'Hara, John Payne, and Udman Gwen, Gene Lockhart, directed by George Seaton. Yeah, it's great. I have to say, I feel like I don't have to see this movie anymore. I've seen it about 20 times. I've seen some amazing playwright versions of it on the stage. Amazing. Probably the best one at a amusement park called Silver Dollar City in Missouri. It's pretty good. I mean, it's really good there. Surprisingly, really good. But yeah, I can't argue with that. I can't say I'm going to be stumbling over to see it for the 20th time this holiday season, but I can't argue with it. And number one for the best Christmas movie of all time, according to Rotten Tomatoes. Any guesses? Going once, going twice. It is none other than, well, it stars James Stewart again, Donna Reed, Lionel Barrymore. Any last guesses? Yes, it is 1946's It's a Wonderful Life. A holiday classic to divine all holiday classics. I can't really argue with that. Now that we've got these out of the way, which ones do you think should have made it on the list that didn't? I definitely have a few in my head. Which ones are in your head? And we'll talk it out. We'll air it out. We'll talk it out. We'll vent. Because I know we're all a little bit disgruntled, right? There's some really good ones on this list, but I think there were some that deserve to be more than others. Did we really need two different modern versions of Little Women in the top 20? I feel like no.